Hey, y'all, good morning. Hey, Jesus is still Lord. The devil is utterly defeated. Thank God the word works. Seed time and harvest, been talking about that. Well, let me talk about the harvest. Now, Jesus said this in Mark chapter 4. The farmer sows the seed. He should sleep, rise in day, and the seed should spring and grow up. He doesn't understand. He doesn't know how. Or in other words, he doesn't understand it. But he says the earth brings forth the fruit of itself. Now, the earth is where you sow the seed. So you've made the choice to sow the seed, and you know what kind of crop you want. So you chose the seed that you're going to plant. I want to talk for a couple of days here that once you sow the seed, you've made the decision of the seed that you want. Then what you've got to do is you've got to harvest it. And really, sometimes the hardest part of a farmer's life is the harvest. Man, he's got to get out there and work. He's got to do it on time. So let me get this across to you, seed time and harvest. It's not just sowing seed. Some people said, well, you ought not sow seed and expect to get a harvest. You'll just sow seed because God's been so good to you and you just want to do the thing that's right. Yeah, but a farmer expects the seed to produce a harvest, and then he expects of himself, and God expects him to reap the harvest. He doesn't let the crop grow and then let the harvest rot out there in the field. So you've sowed a seed of love towards your wife, your children, your family, your husband, whatever. Well, then you have a right to harvest the seed of love, understanding, patience, kindness, all the things that you've been sowing. So, and Pat's never been this way to me, but if I've sown an awful lot of love to her, and then she gets to the place where she's sowing a lot of bitterness to me, something's wrong with that picture. Either I got to go check what I've been sowing, which is probably my fault, or either I got to check what I'm reaping and say, nope, I'm not having no more of that bad stuff. Nope, I'm not going to have any more grumpiness and gripiness. I'm receiving only that which I have planted. So here's the key. If you're going to plant the seed, then you need to reap the harvest. And don't reap a bad harvest after you've planted good seed. So let me put it this way. You planted $100. Well, then you have a right to the 100-fold, but you got to harvest it. Now, this is what it says in Mark chapter 4. When the harvest is come, he putteth in the sickle, for the harvest is at hand. So what you got to do is make up your mind. Okay, I'm going to get my harvest. I planted the seed, so I'm going to get my harvest. How do you harvest it, Frank? With your mouth. Pat and I go around every day, says, my God supplies our needs according to his riches and glory. We have given, therefore it is given unto us. So we're harvesting the seed that we've planted every day. Now, I'm not talking about just in the morning when I first get up. I'm talking about all day long. I talk to the harvest and I call in my seed. You know, I've told you this before. If you go out to feed your dogs, now I don't have any right now, but, we've had children around most of our lives. But you go out to feed the dogs. You don't say, oh, no, the dog's gone. What you do is you go, come here, dog. You call the dog. Well, now that makes all the sense in the world. In fact, your dog will come, and sometimes the neighbor's dog will come because, when you call him, you're going to feed him. Well, call the money. Here, money. Here, money. Here, money. Here, money. Go out there and speak to it. Call it. Say, abundance, wealth and riches are in my house. I'm receiving my harvest off of what I've sown. Money come. Money come. And start calling it. And you look at your checking account. I'm not moved by that. Dear God, I'm not moved by that. My God meets my needs according to his riches and glory. And he's given me power to get wealth. And that has to be a lie. I'm calling it. I'm reaping it. See, on my old truck out there, I got a set of 4 tires. Man, they're so slick. Here in the South, we used to say slick as a spanked baby's bottom. Well, I'm talking about they slick. There's not even a trace of where there was a tread. They're so slick. Well, I'm calling for some new ones. I'm not telling you that in order for you to do that. They're an odd size anyway, but I'm calling for it. There's some tires out there somewhere. Nobody in town's got any. I've already checked, but there's some tires out there with my name on them. I'm calling them. Come here, tires. Come on, come on. Come to me, tires. I'm harvesting with my sickle, my mouth. I'm harvesting that which rightfully belongs to me because, hey, I have bought tires for people's cars. In fact, I got a guy's car out there in my yard right now I need to take back to him that I had to repair it for him. I need to take it. Well, I put some tires on that thing a couple of years ago. So I've got seed in the ground, but I got to harvest it. Watch. And the only way faith operates is by releasing it with the words of your mouth. Hey, I'll come back to this tomorrow. Harvest it. Harvest it. Money cometh. Blessings cometh. Faith cometh. Healing cometh. I've laid hands on multitudes of people. So healing's got to come on my body. So I harvest it with my mouth. And until I'm with you tomorrow, saints, remember all day, hey, Jesus is Lord. Thank God the word works.